Tess. Test 1 2 1 2. Test. Good evening. Good morning. G'day, mate. Welcome wherever you are around the world. Fellow rail fans, welcome aboard. How are we all doing? Fellow simulation lovers and people that just like to have a bit of entertainment and a bit of time out. Hello to you, wherever you are around the world. I come from a land down under. If you hear the thunder, you better run. You better take cover. Welcome to the 199th Choo Choo Tuesdays. This week's edition is Train Sim World 5, and we're about to kick it off. Let's roll. See what I can do. Don't really want to play around with it because I don't want to interfere with the stream. Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Hey, what's going on? Where am I today? Well, this week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm behind the scenes. So we're behind the scenes today. And Dean, welcome aboard. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm behind the scenes today, so no camera today, but we'll be back tomorrow for the Blockbuster Dutch live stream as we do the brand new Dutch route for the first time. Hey, did anybody enjoy the preview? I didn't watch it all. Didn't really need to. It was pretty much what I expected. Yeah, pretty straightforward, and yeah, it looks good. I will watch it a little bit more again later on. I was actually watching a little bit of leading into the stream tonight. Matt was still going down the straight. So, it was the first part of it. I think he was doing a rural service also, to be honest. It wasn't a stop-start service because I know it was about 8 stations on the route. I noticed he was missing a few of them before. It was 60-something kilometres into the 107 it is. So, yeah. All right. So, today, it's been requested by a few of my viewers recently for probably the last 6 weeks, to be honest, to do some Birmingham Cross City action. Full length, to be honest. That's what we're doing today. We're heading on there, and we're going to do some 323 action. Just a standard livery for today. And if we've got time later on, we're going to do some more of the story of Thomas, continuing from our Thomas special that we did yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's special, ladies and gentlemen, it was our first live stream of Thomas and Friends, the DLC. We did a couple bits of the story. We did 3 parts of the story. So we did the first part, which is welcoming to Thomas to the West Somerset Railway. And then we did the diesel shelting thing. And then we did the Thomas shelting thing. And we took Thomas on the Southeastern High Speed from Gravesend to Faversham. And we did the Suffragette line from Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. That's what we did yesterday. Full replay now showing 1440p 60 frames per second. It's added to our Train Sim World past live streams playlist, just like today. And yeah, if you are a rail fan, welcome aboard. If you're new to our channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning customer, welcome back to the station. Without further ado, let's get into it. 2N28. And I'm coming to you live and direct from Sydney, Australia. It's just after 8 p.m. local. Here we go. And do not forget, I am playing on DX12 with custom engine settings. I've also got custom settings for the passengers. Even though that doesn't really help. We all know the behavior of the DX12 custom engine. It doesn't really change the issues with passenger behavior and the micro shattering. Doesn't really do too much, to be honest. Yeah. No silver balls. The Thomas the Tank Engine DLC is available for Train Sim World 5 players on all on console, on Xbox 360. Not 360, sorry. Jesus, that's too ancient. The Xbox One, Series X and S, and PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and yes, PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation 4 Pro. And Epic Games PC and PC Steam. And it's very, very good. It's very, very good. It's the story behind it's really good. It's a welcome change of pace to anything else that's out there at the moment for Train Sim World. Like I was explaining to my viewers yesterday, we really haven't had anything unique like this since the toy train, Christmas train that we got in Train Sim World 3 at Christmas 2023. So yeah, it's a welcome change of pace. I like it. I was quite surprised actually because I was all against the Thomas DLC. You know, when it was revealed, I'm like, Jesus, is this the big reveal? I was hoping for like something maybe like a big route. You know, I was thinking maybe the channel. I was like, maybe finally they got the licensing for Eurostar. And they're going to be doing the channel. And, but nah, they're still not there. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe they're doing Stuttgart, the project Stuttgart 21, and then they're going to do a big, massive length from that, maybe from Germany to France, or vice versa. But, yeah, when they announced Thomas, I was like, it's not really a big reveal, technically, and it sort of grew on me. I'm like, so yeah, I was sort of swinging my viewers the opposite way, saying, oh, I'm not going to do it, you know, and this and that. And then I gave everybody the big surprise on Friday that, you know, when I revealed I set up the live stream for yesterday, and yeah. If I wasn't so damn tired, I would have went an extra hour yesterday. That's how much I was enjoying yesterday's live stream. I had an absolute ball. So it's definitely worth it, 100%. And if you're a fan of Thomas, then yeah, don't hesitate. I'm hoping for a part 2 now, to be honest. But as I was explaining yesterday on the live stream, I probably think it probably makes a lot of sense to sort of do the part 2 of the Thomas DLC, would add more to it and whatnot, and add characters. Do it 12 months down the track, you know, release it around the same time next year for Train Sim World 6. We all know we're going to get a Train Sim World 6, it's gone given. I'll probably hold off for Train Sim World 6 this year, actually. I always jump the gun at launch, and it's mainly because of the announcements of the routes, but yeah, it's the only reason I moved to Train Sim World 5 this year, because I was gonna hesitate this year, but the only reason I jumped at the gun this year is because they announced Frankfurt, which I've been wanting for quite a long time, and they announced the West Coast South section. So even though I'm still disappointed it didn't go to Rugby, I really wish it still went to Rugby. It's only 10, 15, 20 miles down the road more. It wasn't too much more. But yeah, I can understand why they didn't do it now. We all know the issues that happened. You know, at launch, and it's still occurring. You know, we've got multiple issues. It's a never-ending story of Train Sim World and Dovetail games. So, seen some comments about some micro shading on the Dutch replay of the Dutch Train Sim World preview. Did reply to one fellow, and I explained to him about how the beta team sort of really is not really doing their job. And I think it's true. And I really think that they're just really giving, you know, the community, you know, how come we continue to get like all these damn issues, texture issues, routes with no passengers at all on a commuter route. You know, continuous issues with some of the timetable, you know, where some of them are just spawning on foot. They're meant to be spawning inside the train and they're spawning you on foot. There's been a few routes like that. Just Trains' West Coast is one, and I did occur a couple on the Suffragette line, not the Suffragette, the Mildmay. So yeah, there's I really think that we should get a team together. Well, I really think that, see, I don't work for Dovetail in any shape or fashion. If I did, I would seriously, I put the suggestion. If I was involved in the forums, I would put the suggestion. But the forums just full of politics, and I just don't really want to get involved in that side of the politics anymore, because yeah, people sort of rub you the wrong way. It sort of ticks me off. And it's like, yeah, with my short views, no. Just like, no, it's better for me to stay away from the conflict. So I just watch the forums now. I just read the stuff, and I like to talk about some of the stuff I see here on the stream. So I sort of give my advice and answers here on the live streams, and that's how I like to communicate with people. So there was yeah, one fellow about the continuous problems with micro shadowing, and this is from the previous stream in the last 24 hours for the Dutch route. So I'm an OG of Train Sim World. I've been playing the game since 2017, and I discovered the game at my mate's house, and that's how I discovered Dovetail games. And I've always been a rail fan all my life. My ultimate favourite train here in Sydney was, growing up, was the Red Rattler. I absolutely loved the Red Rattler. That's the way it bounced around, and that it's like the Pacer in Train Sim World now. It just bounces up and down. It's like, you know, you got beautiful old school cushion like seats that had springs in them, and you could bounce up and down like a trampoline on them. And they had windows you could put your head out through them, and the doors that where you get on and off the stations never closed. The nickname for that, and also the silver trains back when I was a kid, was the sweat. They were known as sweat buckets. They didn't have air conditioning, so that's one of the reasons why they retired them. And also that's when they run the Tangara in, and it was also got to do with the Olympic Games coming here to Sydney in 2000. Pardon me, and all that stuff, you know. So anyway, cut a long story short, I've always been a rail fan. So I discovered the game, and everything was quite okay in the first era of Train Sim World. The problems started from Train Sim World 2, and the previous stream for Bakerloo line, London Underground, was with Matt Pedestal and the Colonel, Colonel Failure, Sam. That previous stream was the start of the passenger behavior problems. Micro-shading was in Train Sim World 1, and there's always been different coding and ways to try to make the game look better and try to soften the blow for micro-shadowing. And there's never been a silver bullet, because the simple fact is that Dovetail using the Unreal Engine 4, the Unreal Engine 4 wasn't built for high-paced motion simulation like a train simulator. the engine wasn't built for that, and Simigraph and Unreal Engine just don't agree with each other. Simigraph is their own built-in system, and Unreal Engine obviously is a cheap system, a cheap engine to run, and that's the reason why they chose the Unreal Engine, because it's easy to, it's cheap and nasty, put it that way. So it causes micro shading, and the reason why is because it's loading all the assets into a certain part of the scenery, and certain things in the map just don't agree with the game, so it causes micro shading. And see, they use mesh with a lot of these assets. They're all being built by mesh, so they, unfortunately, I've got it. Well, Jesus Christ, I thought I was going to crash the desktop then. That was real bad. There's certain assets in the game, and I've sort of pinpointed some of the assets, especially with these 10-second freezes that happen. Oh, sorry, folks, I've pulled the trigger on this one. Yeah, there's 10-second freezes, and there's a classic example is the Hamburg-Lübeck route. There's some bins on the side of the railway line, which I really think are just wasted assets, to be honest. Wasted memory, wasted assets. I think some things in the simulator really shouldn't be there. You know, it's just waste of memory, wasted assets, like I said. But the way they build these things, I really think that that it's not agreeing with the engine, and it's causing micro shading. So it's like I said, that the mesh they're using is not really the ideal way to build things into the simulator, and I think that's causing the way the micro shading is. Another big culprit of frame drops and micro shading is the skybox, and it occurs more when you got higher cloud, and if you're in a more built-up area like London, especially around the southeastern East Coast mainline part on the Mile May, because there's so much detail, like I mean a lot going on. The real London buildings in the background. You know, you got King's Cross Station is actually built into that as well as St Pancras. You got the East Coast underneath. You got all the bridges. There's buildings around. You know, there's just so much going on in one go. So that's causing a hell of a lot of strain on the system. It doesn't matter if you're on PC, console, whatever. The dropping frames like hell. Because your settings, everyone's settings might be on high, like my ones are. I keep my shadows down on medium, but that's only personal reference. So you can see I've got 65 frames. I'm streaming the game on the same system, on the same on the same GPU, CPU. Everything's all the same. So I'm running it, you know, there. See that frame rate? You can always tell when it drops as well. As soon as it drops down, yeah, when you built up areas. Trust me, like a 65 now, when we get to Cross City, like down to Birmingham Central, around HS2, like Cannon Street and that, wait and see the frame rate drop. Crazy Aussie, how you going? Yeah, welcome to world. So yeah, the micro shading is something that unfortunately, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, custom engine, anything. It's just, it's always going to be there. The only way that we can soften the blow is, yeah, there's been, you know, talks about certain things to do and to fix it, and yeah, there is, and Matt Pedestal the executive for Dovetail, he's explained this recently, actually, about bloody time he did, actually. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. A lot of people would have known it as you know, French. They wouldn't have understand unless you know, if you're hardcore with the Unreal Engine, you played around with it, you know what it's all about. So the way he was talking, I knew exactly what he was talking about. Even he said it wouldn't be a silver bullet, and I know it won't be a silver bullet. So I really think that they should maybe, I don't know if it'll change the way the game's played or anything, but they could go down the path of Train Sim Classic and do DX12 experimental for the first like 12 months or whatever, and then, you know, if they're happy, they'll do a full DX12 release, and then you'll have the option to play the game on DX12 or DX12 experimental, or, you know, DX11 like it is now. I'm going really well, Crazy Aussie. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? I'm behind the mic only tonight. No camera. Don't know what's happening with YouTube lately. View base has massively dropped. Massively dropped. Like, I've dropped more than 60% within this month compared to last month. And I'm still earning the same money. I don't know what the is going on. I checked today to see if I was shadow banned, but I'm not shadow banned. So I don't know what's going on. I just think it's that time of the year. You know, spring break out in the US and everybody's just partying. Hey, I don't blame you, but seriously, come back. Posted some new truck shorts today anyway, so there's some new truck stuff there. New American Truck Simulator content. I done 3 more trips earlier. Did I do 3 trips earlier today? Yes, I did. I finally got the last 2 trucks and trailers from the from the 19th Freighter T-Liner pack. I finally done the last 2 today. So I didn't preview a couple of the skins, like, because I released the pack, and I normally preview all 30 skins before I release them, and I was like, hang on, I've got a couple skins that I actually haven't done from this pack yet. I could do those. I don't have to really worry about doing any skins until tomorrow. I only done 1 new skin today, so yeah. But the good news is I done a Great Dane. I did the Great Dane Reefer today. And I finally have got back the Kenworth T409 SAR. So I not only have the 408 now, I have the 409. All I need now is the T900 Legend SAR back. And then I can start doing skins for that. I'll be tuned. Forex next. Yeah, so the Dutch route. Anybody watch the preview? Anybody out there like to share their thoughts and what they think about it? I didn't watch the full stream, like I said. I'm going to get some time later on tonight, and I'm going to watch some more of it. I don't know about the horn. It's sort of got that German feel. I love the way they do the buzzer inside the train now. I've heard this buzzer from some other simulator though. The ding. I'm pretty sure I've heard that ding from a Train Sim Classic one. I'm pretty sure I've heard that ding on another Train Sim before. I'm pretty sure it's Train Sim Classic. When I heard it, it was like ding. I was like, I know that ding. I've heard that before. It might have been Northeast Corridor though, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'd like to hear anybody's thoughts about the Dutch route. What do you reckon? What do you think, folks? Did you watch the preview? Did that just completely cut me out then? gonna get rid of that. That's really just destroyed my freaking bloody progress just then. What the hell? What the hell? What? I don't know what's happened just then, folks. That is very, very weird. I just didn't want to play ball then. I was like, what the hell's going on? Let's, yeah. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I've helped you out, Dean. Maybe give you a little bit more information there for Thomas. There's some undecided people out there that still up and down about it. Maybe you want to hold off until there's a sale in a couple months' time. Then, yeah, by all means, probably maybe a couple dollars cheaper. You know, maybe a 10 or 20% discount. It'll go higher than that eventually. You know, like later in the year, it'll be, you know, probably maybe 30, 40, 50% off, you know. Sometimes a little bit more. You find those are probably later in the year, but who knows, it could be more. Like, we've had a lot of the Train Sim World 5 stuff, you know, a lot of the launch stuff drop a fair decent price actually at the moment, the sale, so. Crazy Aussie, you didn't watch the preview, obviously. You're at school, so probably I don't know, you might have seen it. But yeah, the Dutch route is looking good. I haven't checked the other train out yet, obviously. The M3 is the one that the M train I want to see. More than anything, so. That's a very, very cool train, I'll tell you that much. The station is Sutton Coldfield. And Sutton Coldfield is the station that does the flickering issue on Train Sim Classics version of the Birmingham Cross City. So this is that station. Bridge. Yeah, there's a lot of issues going on at the moment. It's saying on foot, but we're not actually on foot.
We are sorry that the 0922 service to Bromsgrove is delayed. This is due to a problem currently under investigation. Please listen for further announcements.
Yeah, the problem is the train driver's stuck in the toilet and can't actually get out, so they need to get a plunger to get him out, so the service is delayed. I'm joking. I just like that sort of fun. Probably the unions are on strike. Unions are back. Bastards. The never-ending story of Sydney's network. Government versus the unions. Who dares wins. Yeah, he goes to Centro. Very cool. Yeah, I'd like to know what they're doing with the other DLC, the one for the not Cane Creek, the Peak Forest. The it's meant to be a DLC for that from the same crew that did the Centro. Yeah, I'd like to know some information about that. To be honest, I want information from that DLC, but I also want to know what the hell is going on with the Japanese route. Like, come on, like, how long has this been now? This has been 3 years. This is starting to become another 426, where we all know that's finally just recently returned to the roadmap after going dark, you know, after being on the roadmap for over 3 years and no light of day for that release, and yeah, it's finally back on the roadmap. But the Japanese route is really starting to become what that was, where it's on the roadmap, it's got a TBA release date, and I'm starting to worry now that it's going to disappear off the roadmap and we're not going to see the Japanese route release, you know. So it depends on what device you're getting it for, though, Crazy Aussie. It is on PC in the early hours of the morning, around 4 a.m. For PC Steam. And it will be... It's any time now on console. So it's on console tonight. Epic Games will release a few hours before Steam does. See, I'm on PC Steam, so I'm always last off the rank. That's why I always do the launch live streams on a Wednesday. If it's a Tuesday release, it's Wednesday here in Australia. If it's a Thursday release, it's Friday morning here in Australia. I go away normally on Fridays and not back until Sundays. So normally, if they release those type of live streams, yeah, it'll be 4 a.m. Because they said 5 p.m. UK time. So they said 5 p.m. So I'm not sure if they're going off UK time or US time. But it'll be in the morning anyway. If it's US time, I think it's about 6 a.m. So I know it's in the morning. So yeah, because the See, for instance, the brand new Missouri American Truck Simulator DLC that's releasing next week is got the third. It's saying April the 3rd. So for us here in Australia, that's April the 4th. So yeah, Missouri will be releasing on Friday the 4th here in Australia. Which is next Friday, and because that is a weekend, I won't be doing gameplay until the 6th, Sunday the 6th, and I can confirm to you guys right now, on Sunday the 6th of April 2025, we will be live with a special American Truck Simulator Sunday night lighting the highways Missouri DLC blockbuster. We're going to be on that for about 3 hours, rolling down the highways with some of our Missouri real companies and our very special Missouri American Truck Simulator truck and trailer And I can't wait to bring that to you. So I'm going to be doing some real companies from Missouri and that on the trucks and trailers I'm doing around that time period. And also some other Australia stuff, you know, and New Zealand companies. We're going to be doing some New Zealand companies coming up soon as well. Don't worry. I know we've been doing a lot of Australian content lately. So some New Zealand stuff's coming your way. Don't worry about that. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to convert over that Parboy version of the T908 and the K200. I should have those still, and the 909s and all that. It should be fine. So I'm going to be losing the Western Star 4800 again, the K108. There was a fella that wanted me to do a K108 skin, but I might have to hold off it. I'm going to try to get it in for this weekend though. So I know the fella's rolling with an old version of the game though, so I don't know, maybe it'll wait for
TV
it.
recording is in operation at this station for the purpose of security and safety management.
A PC Steam. Okay, yeah, so yeah, early hours in the morning. Tomorrow morning. Chris is not in the stream tonight. Nice and quiet. Not there. Chris Ashworth, are you there, boy? Nobody coming into the live chat and giving us their thoughts about the new Dutch route? You don't have to like it. You can be brutally honest. I'm a brutally honest person when it comes to the sim, so I'm not a Dovetail suckhole, so you don't have to worry about that. You can say bad things if you want to. Not obviously keep it in, you know, a decent language. You know, don't swear or anything. But you all know my thoughts about Dovetail and the way they, you know, perform in that. So I don't have to really go into any more details. What I've done. So. I've hit the damn emergency button again. Oh. Done that a few times tonight. Yeah, but there might have been only, you know, I'll be honest with you, Crazy Aussie. We're very lucky that we've actually gotten 2 brand new trains on the route. See, we got to think that, you know, like normally we get a new route, we only get one brand new train. So we're very lucky to get a brand new country and have 2 different trains. See, with the Welsh route, we got 1 brand new train, but the other one was once again a 150. You know what I mean? So it's definitely really cool that we've gotten like a flirt, like an S-Bahn type train, and we also got that long distance train like the M train is very similar to like DBBR 101. So it's like an inner city train. So it's really cool. I like it. It's regional train, you know, and you got your regional S-Bahn like type talent train, you know, flirt. I noticed the thickness of the wiring over the top though, and I did see the 2 wires, and I like the fact that the wiring is more thicker now, but I don't know. Is that starting to eat into the way the micro shading's happening as well? I don't know. No, I did notice some micro shading in it, and see, this is what somebody said as well. I don't understand why the previews you don't see as much micro shading as you do with the full release, but you gotta understand that they are playing on a PC. See, Matt's PC he plays on, I'm pretty sure it's a 4070 or 4090. I know it's a high-end PC, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, everybody's PC and device is different. It's all got to do with the specs and whatnot. But even with the train sim world, like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's always suffered with micro shading. Sometimes you look at some of the like dev builds and the preview builds and that, and you're thinking, why aren't they giving us that particular version? Give us that version. That would be great. But then I don't know. It's just like they like to add in these bugs so they have the community to just whinge about something, so they actually got something to do. I don't know. And I'm starting to think that too. And a lot of people have always called them cash cows and all this stuff. Yeah, well, the pricing here in Australia for the game, for the Sims DLCs are, yeah, proven that. The Sim Rail's getting a DLC soon too, in April. There's no confirmed date, but it is in April. I haven't been on that for quite a while, actually, that sim. I'm probably keen to be getting back into it, to be honest. The only thing that's really always bugged me about that particular sim... about that sim... Sorry, folks, I'm choking from the smell of the Louis the Fly spray. Who's spraying, but anyway. I sprayed a bit earlier, but yeah, I've... sprayed Bobby too much because we've got a cockroach infestation in the kitchen at the moment, and it's really, yeah, need to spray it really badly. Anyway, yeah, I like the fact that there's 2 different variants. So I think 4 would have been too much. Like, what other 2 could you add? We've got the Vetron. There's a couple services with the Vetron. There's supposed to be a new system for that's going to be added later on. Now, unfortunately, Dovetail dropped the ball again and said, yeah, on the previous stream, it's not going to be there at launch. Just proves once again that they seriously are just rushing things again. I just really, I shook my head when they said that. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, seriously, once again, you're just releasing stuff before it actually should be released. Like, you wonder why the community's just had enough, and there's people out there that are now actually doing sign here petitions to trying to get Dovetail, to get them in some serious trouble by the law or some crap. I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, like, you're never gonna have a Matt put it straight away, like, a while ago now. He said I'm never going to have the perfect rail simulator, and that just proves that proves to me, and it proves to everybody that you're just proving to everybody that you're going to always be lazy shits that are never going to do anything right, and it's, yeah, you're going to continue to drop the ball no matter what. But I have to be honest with you guys, the 2 routes that stand out a lot in this era so far is the Walsh route from last week, because no problems with the passengers whatsoever. Absolutely fantastic. Lighting's great at night. I'm a big fan of it. I am a big fan of the Walsh route. I knew I would be, because I said to you guys it's going to be very Cav Cardish. I love Cav Card Circle Line. It's one of my faves, and yeah, I love that East Coast way is my ultimate favorite. Struggle Ra Rule, you know, one of the greats. Brighton Mainline, love it. Yeah, South to Jet Line, love it. You know. Fortunately, I stopped at the station thinking we're picking up passengers here. If you think about the passengers that are on there, oh. I'm so used to stop-start pattern. So yeah, 2 routes stand out for me so far in this era. It's definitely the Welsh route and the Train Sim Germany release of the Kinzigtalbahn, the German-Austrian route. Such an absolute gem of a route. Absolutely adore that route. And yeah, that grew on me massively already. I love the West Coast Main Line as well, like both south and south parts and the over Summit, obviously. You know me, I played the full length of the West Coast and East Coast Main Line on Train Sim Classic, and even the missing parts as well, yes. So, yeah, big fan of the West Coast over the East Coast Main Line. There's a HS2 project on the side. Let's have a look at the frame rate. Frame rate's quite good today. Let's see what it's going to be like when we go further down into Central, into Birmingham Central Station. It was Birmingham New Street. Next station is Birmingham New Street. Change here for connecting services for the West Coast Main Line. We are on the West Coast Main Line at the moment. We're part of the West Coast Main Line. Some lights. You can see the reflecting on the side there. It's really cool. Sort of got that ray tracing sort of feel. We're running a little bit behind, but anyway, that does not matter. I'm not here for racing. I'm probably behind like Max Verstappen is this year. Oh, my boy's not doing too well this year. Oh well. I had a feeling that the McLarens would be dominating this year. Like, I'm a fan of Norris and Oscar as well. Like, these two are absolute pieces as well. So I'm not dissing McLaren whatsoever. It's really good to see them doing really well. So as long as it's not Lewis Hamilton, I don't care. I'm not a Lewis Hamilton fan, unfortunately. I was like, seriously, you've had enough titles. Go away. behind the yellow line, please. They talk about rail safety. I mean, they have their NPCs like behind over the line. Like, you wonder why we seriously need a rush hour 2 and have a whole new, complete new passenger system that's probably going to be as bad as the last one. It would be nice to see them finally stay with a train world for a year and actually bring a Rush Hour 2. I really want to see Train Sim World 5 Rush Hour 2 here in 2025. Stand clear. Doors closing. Five Ways is next. The history of Five Ways is one very similar to the Goblin Line Gospel Oak. It's closed down in the past and reopened, and yeah, the Five Ways was one of the stations that was shut down and reopened again. Yeah, I'm still disappointed they haven't announced an update to this route where they've added the Patalino and all that at Birmingham Station. It would have been nice to have seen all that. But I think the only way they would do it is to bring this route into a modern timetable. Yeah, I didn't know you actually played Train Sim World on PC Steam, Crazy Aussie. I thought you were on PlayStation like Chris was. So that's my back. Yeah, you're on PC as well. So yeah, if you're struggling with the frame rate or whatnot, you're looking for custom engine settings or anything, then yeah, I can swing you some settings at the forum, at the Discord or something if you're interested. And you can put in some lines also on the at the Steam area. See, I don't just put DX12 on there. I put a couple other things as well. But well, like I said, with the passengers not working on the MileMate, I've tested all things to see if it'll change or not. But I've taken away the passenger custom engine settings for the passengers. I've taken away DX12. I've taken out all the lines. I've played the game vanilla, no mods. So I've took all the mods out and see if that fixed it. Nothing at all. It's the same. So they've attempted to try to fix it twice now in 2 patches, and even in the patch notes they've said they've optimized the passengers, make it more better, and nothing's happened. They've not fixed at all, no matter what. They spawn at the first station on either end if you start either at Stratford, or you start at the other end off the Bakerloo line there. Either end, it doesn't matter. After the first station, there's no passengers. And usually when you start the service, they're bloody coming off the train. They're not going on the train. They just come out in their hundreds off the train. It's a typical, it's been the same old, like with every other route, but this time around, it's, they're coming off the train, not going on the train. And then after the first station, you don't even see them on the platforms or coming on them or off the train. Like, And you call it a commuter route, and it's North London of all things. Like, damn. Come on. Birmingham University next. And Selly Oak. Bronzeville, which is the Cadbury factory. The Godfathers, American Truck Simulator, Road Network version 1.0. Releases this week at modhub.us. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of information there. The Road Network pack is all been tested. It's green lighted. It's ready to go. 600 skins spawning at random, and exclusive skins to certain states, so certain parts of the map. So the skins are exclusive to parts of the map are for skins exclusive to they'll spawn only in California. Skins will spawn only in Oregon. Skins will spawn only in Washington State, and skins will spawn only in Texas State and Oklahoma. So those are the states in the first version, and there'll be interstate stuff as well. There's some ones that are interstate. They'll spawn in all parts of the map, including map mods, and like Pro Mods Canada. And that's if when it updates for 1.5.4, because I am releasing this mod at just after the release of 1.5.4 full release, so it will be released later this week. If it doesn't release this week, because maybe I was thinking that the release of the ATS 1.5.4 full release was today, and nothing's happened. So I'm thinking Thursday. If it's not Thursday, then it will fall back to next week. So it will be released before Missouri anyway, so don't worry about that. And every other part of the map as well that is not included with the exclusive skins will spawn those other skins at random into the other parts of the map until I bring new versions of the mod, which I'm going to keep growing this Road Network mod. Real companies, real brands from Australia, New Zealand, the USA, and Europe. So I've pressed the damn wrong button now. There we go, got the right one there. I did press that side. This is the hospital uni, and then you got the Birmingham hospital over the back there. You got the uni on this side as well. Celiac next. If it's not Sally's, it doesn't work. So the Road Network pack's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. They spawn the trailers into the traffic flow with the trucks, and into the gas stations, into sides of the road. Also, the Waller Trucks freight market jobs. You'll be able to pick up the trailers yourself and do Waller Trucks freight market jobs and standard freight market jobs. And real trucking companies, real brands, you name it, it's got it all. Some big trucking companies like Fred's Interstate, ATM Transport out of Newcastle, Direct Freights Express, another big company. CFL, another big company. Marl's distribution, there's another big one. It's big companies, well-known companies here in Australia in the pack. And Cameron, you got Cameron in there as well. It's another big one. Better Goods out in Victoria. It's another big one there. So that's the first version. There'll be more added in the next version. More states will be added in the next version, including Colorado is one of them, confirmed. Arizona is another one. Utah. So the first version will drop, and then we'll release the second version, which will be 1.1 within the month after the first version's release. I'm hoping to get it a little bit earlier than that, but anyway, I'll continue to build it as I go along. By the way, folks, I've got no plans to do some full-length videos of truck spotting this week. I'm planning to do some truck spotting maybe later in the week, but yeah, the weather's not really been friendly here in Sydney. But also, I'm catching up with the mods that I'm been building, and I'm obviously preparing for the 1.54 update. So I'm converting a lot of things over and with my mods and stuff. So I'm been playing around with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And also, I'm doing my truck stuff earlier this week. Obviously, I'm preparing for the new update, so I'm, making sure I got that weekend wave in case, I lose some of these trucks. Here we are, the Cadbury factory. A line here for the Cadbury Chocolate Factory. Make sure to bring me back some 12s and some Cadbury cream eggs. Okay. I wouldn't mind some of those. I'm not really a fan of the cream eggs anymore. I used to be, but yeah, they've shrunk over the years, haven't they? They just keep shrinking. They're not as big as they used to be. I remember the cream eggs being double the size that they are now. It's like the price of Easter eggs. Everything's gone up. Like the price of Easter eggs, cocoa, worldwide's gone up. But when it comes to the size of Easter eggs we used to get back in the days. We used to be able to get a 1 kilo Easter egg, a 2 kilo Easter egg. You know what I mean? We used to be able to get a Cadbury Easter egg that was 1 kilo, and it was $25, and it was worth the damn bloody price. And we used to be able to get a football back in the days, the size of a football. You know the size of the football now that's out there, and it's the same price as the big size football they used to be able to get. Now it's a bloody small little bloody ball, football size. The football Easter egg, back in the days was cool. Had all the teams on the side, and it was cool, and it was under $10. We'll be doing some footage at the Royal Easter Show this year. The signature ball, the Rangers They're following me on Facebook, and I'm following them. And I've told them that I'm going to be at the show. You know, I told them what I do. I'm a truck spotter, and you know, I do all this stuff. And I said to them, I said I'm a massive fan of Kenworth trucks, and I always do stuff with your Kenworth K200 every year. And I asked them if they're going to be there, and they said yep. And I said great, I can't wait. You know, I go, I'm going to be doing footage, you know, with your truck and everything. And yeah, so there'll be some footage from the Easter show, and I'll be doing it here on the channel once again in probably short format. I'll probably be doing the fireworks again, folks, but I'm going to do it in short format again this year because yeah, after last year I tried to post it up and I got yeah, that copyright issue with the thick music that was on. I'm like, Jesus, like you're allowed to put music onto your shorts, but yet you're not allowed to actually have the music that's actually there. It wasn't about the music, it was about the fireworks. You know? So yeah. If last year's fireworks display is anything to go by, I hope this is just as good as last year's. I swear, like I've been to the Royal Easter Show multiple years. Like I've been there more times than it. Like I've only technically missed like a few shows here and there in my whole life. Yeah, I'm 43 this year, so I've seen a fair few fireworks displays at the Royal, and last year's was pretty damn good. So if anything's got to go by last year's one, it'll be really cool. But I'm not sure what the main event like entertainment is yet. I haven't really looked into all that. I hope it's like last year though, where they had the American dude and the Aussie dude and the truck and the horses and that. That was bloody awesome. I loved it. That was really cool. Obviously the motorbikes, you know, they'll be there and everything. And that bloody dude, you know, revving the crowd up again. I hope they don't do the bloody chicken thing again. Like they've done that the last 2 years, and if they do it again this year, it'll be like, oh, come on, seriously, it's starting to become really stale now. Run, chicken, run! They did do it different last year, you know, but yeah, it is cool, but like you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. It just gets stale after a while. Spotless Stadium. No, isn't it Energy Stadium now? Energy, that's right, yeah. Energy Stadium, that's right. Whether they spell it G-I-N-E or something. That's Energy, isn't it? Yeah, Energy. That's Energy Stadium. Ah, fuck. I can't get anything right. I'll bring that down more. I'm seriously not getting a decent medal on this one. I'm not on the game tonight. Seriously, I really need to be on the game tomorrow night. Because I'm on a new route tomorrow night, so I really need to be, like, really focused tomorrow night. Well, you guys have been really quiet, so I'm going to be quiet for a while. And I'm going to mute the mic and let you guys enjoy. This is Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 199. Train Sim World 5 on PC. We're on the Birmingham Cross City. I did say I was doing the full length of this tonight, but actually it turns out that this is going to be the final part of the trip. I don't remember doing a service, though, on this route that actually does finish here at Longbridge. So this would be a first. It's not that much further down the line anyway, so yeah, we've technically done a lot of fair, more than normal. I remember doing this type of scenario though in Train Sim Classic, where it actually does finish here, and then you go into this sliding, and then you actually have to turn around and go back the opposite way. So going into this sliding just here is nothing new. For me, it's not. Because, yeah, I do know that scenario from Train Sim Classic. We're going to be doing some more of the story of Thomas next, ladies and gentlemen, so look forward to that. Alright. Well, there we go with that one, and you got to be kidding, after all the issues I had, and I got a platinum? Okay. It misses me. There's last night's live stream. I haven't changed the lady's screen. I haven't had the chance. So, yeah. Alright. Well, you're on Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 199, and you're with Aussie Don. How are we all doing? Welcome aboard. Thomas's Friends is what we're doing now, and we're going to continue the story as we do the continuation of it. We have the hunt for the missing gifts. We have the problem solved. Diesel, and the fireworks. Diesel learns of a fireworks display taking place and puts a plan into action. And then we have the hunt for the missing gifts. So let's do the Diesel and the fireworks. Here we go. Okay. There's some of the loading screen. There's the photos by me, the Aussie Don. And here we go.
Diesel and the fireworks. Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself. So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
I don't know really know what to do here, folks. I don't know if to go forward because it's saying denied. Yeah, I'm having some issues with this one. Well, we'll see how we go. Okay, no, we got it. It's all good. There's a fair few parts to this, so yeah, it could be here for a while. It's very similar to Diesel's last shelting thing that we did yesterday. By the way, folks, we had 3 parts of the story yesterday on our 124th edition of All Aboard Live episode on the 24th of March 2025. So we're here on the 25th this time around. Today on Sesame Street, the letters K, R, O, W, and the number, I don't know. There's no number. I don't know if I had to take this this firework one here or not. I'm not sure. Quite funny if I end up with it. Oh well, if it's fail, it's fail. Doesn't matter. Slow down, Oz. We are. You want to launch the fireworks? What way is it? Yep, it is that way. Look at me, I'm piggy in the middle. I think I might have had to take this one off in front as well, but I'm not 100% certain now. Yeah, it certainly would. It certainly would. No, it depends what type of fireworks are inside. Like bottle rockets on the sides there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the, obviously the shells, but, yeah, I like the 250 gram cakes. I've been following KDB Pyrotechnics in the US for quite a while now, and I always watch his content, mainly late at night after me live streaming, actually. But yeah, I love his shows and all the fireworks he does. It's absolutely fantastic. Shows all the 250 gram cakes, 500 gram cakes, and then he does some salutes and all that. Yeah, I love the salutes. The salutes are awesome. Yeah, I've experienced multiple New Year's Eves here on Sydney Harbour, and seen the Sydney Harbour Bridge go off, the Opera House go off, city buildings like the harbour, and I've watched it in multiple locations over the years. I've seen the Millennium, gone into the Millennium on Sydney Harbour. I was on the rocks right on Sydney Harbour at Mr Macquarie Chair on that night. I was right in front of the rocks, right in front of the Harbour Bridge, the closing ceremony to Sydney 2000 Olympics. Seen that, absolutely fantastic fireworks display, that one. Still, I think it's one of Sydney's biggest. We've gone too bloody far. I think I've failed this. Damn it. We failed it. Says stop, please. Scenario failed. Fortunately, folks, I failed that scenario. So we're going to go back to the main menu. I had a feeling I would have. So, yeah. This is why I don't do scenarios. I don't normally do scenarios. Scenarios are not my thing. I just like to do mainly passenger services and shit. So that's what I mainly do. Anyway, let's get away from the Thomas stuff and we'll go and do something else. Let's go on to the Cardiff City Network. We're going to do some action on here. Class 153 action, and we'll take the class /9, and we'll do a 24-minute one, 7:18 a.m. Hope you do enjoy this one. We'll do this one in a little bit of light cloud as well. All right, here we go. Because I did fail that mission, folks, I will try that one again, and I'll probably do it in an uploaded video format. So that one will be released soon. If not, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of scenarios. So, but yeah, because it is part of the story, and we've already done a bit. Yeah, technically we should do it. So. I knew as soon as I got past it, I'm like, I failed the scenario. So. All right, 2K08, 2028, eh? No, 2008. Jesus Christ. What year was that on Sydney Harbour? Oh, that's right. It had the big round circle in the middle that year on Sydney Harbour in 2008, and it had the Sands of Time. That was the theme. The Sands of Time. That's right. It had had the thing in the middle, and it kept going, flipping around. There was the Sands of Time on the Harbour Bridge. That was actually a bloody good fireworks display, that one. Channel 10 had the rights for the fireworks back those days too. All right. That was a good display. Master key's on. Let's put that in the forwards. I don't think I've started the service from here. I've actually gone down this way, the opposite direction. But there is a issue going on with the GTM. I don't know what's going on there. Seems to be an issue. Let's turn on the lights. Daylights. Right. DRA on. Put the handbrake on. We should put that into neutral. Actually, that's, you know, should be the right thing. Saloon lights, train lights on. There we go. Make sure that the... Yep, that's all on. Great. Oh, okay. We're starting at the top here. Work our way down. Here we go. We've got the one banger. One banger again. There we go. Got the old blue doors from the old company. Was it Aro, I think it was originally? Yeah, I'm so spewing I failed that mission, but anyway, I don't normally fail stuff like that, so it's very, very rare that I'll do something like that. Go for a signal or anything. Like, that's very rare. But like I said, I've been off my game all night. Like, I really have. I really, really have been off my game. And it's not because I'm not in the mood. Like, I'm definitely in the mood for the sim tonight. Like, it's not like that. I get in moods where I'm like, I don't really want to be doing this tonight. I'm not in that mood tonight. I just really, I don't know. I'm having one of those moments tonight where I'm like, no, you're not going to do anything right tonight. You're just going to just destroy everything and just fail everything, and everybody's going to laugh at you. I'm very impressed with this route, actually. I'm being very, very surprised. I knew I would love this, because as soon as I seen the I actually didn't see the map. See, they didn't, when they first announced this, I didn't know what the map looked like or anything. So I went and done some research. I looked at it myself, and I seen the whole map, and I thought, oh, I hope they do this actual map. This looks really cav car all over. And when they revealed the map, and then I seen that they done everything, I'm like, oh my god, they actually doing the whole shebang. That's sick. So yeah, I was very, very happy. I still think the sounds are wrong, and I do not know what the hell is happening with Itzia 165 lately. Can we get a sound mod for both the 153 and the 150 so we don't have to continue to put up with these crappy sounds? I like how it's weathered. That's what I like about it. It's going. Yeah, we got our drone cam for the first time tonight. Very lovely, lovely. I was speeding down that hill a little bit there. Or slow down, Oz. Now I'm speeding a little bit. Put it up. There we go. Slow down. There we go. Speed it up. There we go. All right. Back on the drone cam. Grangetown next. It certainly went bang, Dean. I think I pulled the 24-inch shell on that one. Scenario failed. What do they call that big 48-inch one? That one in Japan, that big, really, really big one. I remember watching the video, and the US dude went to that. Actually, was it a US or a UK dude? I know it was a dude that went to it and it ended up blowing up on the floor. He wouldn't want to be right next to that if that happened. Damn, it's really. It's a massive firework as it is. Imagine seeing a 48-inch shell in real life. Like, I've seen the 24-inch shell here in Sydney, and that thing is absolutely off its brain. The loudness of that thing is like incredible. I remember the final year they ever did it here in Sydney, and they actually launched one on top of the other. There was one below it, and then there was one on top. It was two 24-inch shells. And it was on each barge too. There was like 8 in total that went off at the same time. But that was the final year they did the 24-inch shell here in Sydney, and there was 2 of them. It was the only year they launched 2 in one go on the same barge, one on top of the other. One was one launched underneath the other. It was nothing like it. Final year they did the 24, they had 2 of them.
On the one barge?
Yeah, on the one barge.
What was that, 06, 07?
Yeah, I think it was the first or second year they did the ending the way they do it now. Yeah, well, that's right, it was too. Yeah, last year's ending was really cool. Well, this last one. Alright, here we are at the Grangetown. There's the stadium over there. Another stadium here somewhere too. Where is it? Hey Chris, yeah, I failed. I failed it. I am so sorry to everybody out there that was wanting me to do that. Like, I went last night, no hassles whatsoever. I've done everything correct, and here I am tonight. You know, I was way behind the 8 ball in Birmingham Cross City, and I talk like this all the time, and I'm normally on my ball, and tonight I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those days where nothing is going correctly. Cardiff Central next. And I keep forgetting I'm in a DMU, not an EMU, because yeah, the braking's on the other side. It's I'm going from a couple buttons with the Thomas to now with 4 buttons, and obviously acknowledgement button, Q button. I play on keyboard and mouse, folks, so I don't use a controller. I eliminated the controller a long time ago, and I practiced for around two weeks on keyboard and mouse, and yeah, within 2 weeks I got it. I never looked back since, and I swear to God, when I did start doing it, I'm like, holy crap, where's this been all this time? Like, I should have been playing the game like this all this time. It's really cool, and yeah. I've been thinking about the rail driver for a long time, and I've been up and down about the rail driver. And the reason why I haven't gone the rail driver is because I really think it's just too plastic. I just think it looks like a toy. It does not look like a proper rail simulation product. And to be honest with you guys, I really think that by now we should have had something that was built that is actually does represent the hardcore rail community, and is actually sturdy and doesn't look like a toy. There's people out there that have done real hardcore stuff, that they've built their own train box, and put in all kinds of things, and I've seen them, and when you look at them, you're like, oh my god, this guy's real hardcore. I do train sim, I do truck sim too, so I do flight sim, so I can't. Like I said, I want to build an area for my trucks more than anything. If I had it my way and I had a lot of money, I swear to God, I would live stream inside of a train if I was doing the train sim. I would just buy a carriage, and fit it all out, and have a studio inside that for train sim, and then I would have I would buy a Kenworth and obviously fit it out where it would have the big massive cab inside, like the sleeping area and all that. I'll turn that into the studio and that, and live stream inside the back of a Kenworth. That would be absolutely off the brain. Plain forget about it, because you won't get me inside one in real life. I have a fear of flying. I've had that since I was on a plane when I was 4 years old. When I went up to Maroochydore, Sunshine Coast Airport. Never again. Never again. There's only a few things I hate. That, snakes, and bloody thunderstorms.
Unfortunately, women can make a pain in the ass too.
Yes, I can. But I can't live without her. So I can't live without him. That's the problem. Yes. Well, I think all us men agree that, women are a pain in the ass, but unfortunately we can't live without them. We can't not love them, can we? When you love that certain person, that's it. You can't help it. You can't help your feelings, eh? That sounds like a freight train. Yes, it is. Cargo pack. It's a pretty bloody long one too. Damn. Yeah, one car, yep. There is a mod that I think makes this a 4-car. I've been really considering getting it, but I don't know. It might cause conflict, so I've sort of been waiting for some maybe because there wasn't too much there wasn't. I don't think there was any feedback when I seen it, so I sort of was waiting for that feedback just to see what the feedback would be like. Yeah, there is certain mods where I look at them at first and I'm like, sort of, you know, there's no feedback there, and I'm like, just want to see some feedback, you know, from the community before I do jump the gun. And like, I'm really disappointed that the Brighton mainline Class 700 mod hasn't been updated. You know, I'm not sure if that still works or not. I haven't pulled the trigger and re-downloaded it for this era because it was for Train Sim World 4. So I'm yeah, because it's such an old mod now. I just don't want to pull the trigger on it. This is what you got to do when you got to watch it when you do mods. You know, like updates, you know, brake mods, and you know, I know that from American Truck Simulator. I'm a modder for American Truck Simulator. I do skins for trucks and trailers. I do traffic flow. I do freight market. You know, that's my specialty. You know, my specialty is for real companies and brands. I'm a branding person. I'm a brander. You know, so I love realism. So that's when you're in simulation. You know, I got to have real. You know, same with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, I got to have you know, all the real companies, you know, and even with the places, you know, I'm like, there's still a lot of things here in Sydney I want to see in the sim still, like all the NRL stadiums, you know, I want added for Australia, you know. I want to see the Westfield shopping centres, you know. I want to see the real buildings in Liverpool, Campbelltown, Penrith, you know, Hornsby, you know, Castle Hill, you know, and just to name a few. Marana, with the Westfield there, you know. So yeah, when it comes to that sim, you know, I want as realism as possible. And I'm like that with American Truck Simulator. You know, when I roll with the game, I'm no vanilla. I got the real companies and gas stations mod. I even tweaked that up, you know, and put my own stuff in that. You know, I changed the Starbucks to Popeyes, you know, and I changed the Dunkin' Donuts to its actual name in real life, Dunkin', which, you know, I asked the dude to change it to Dunkin' a while ago, and he just kept whinging and whining about it. And I said, no, I go, the real name of the company is Dunkin'. I go, it's been taken over, and the reason why it's Dunkin' is because they were starting to go bust and they had to change the way that they'd done their business, so they changed it to Dunkin'. And the main reason I started tweaking with that more so was when we had that Vote 2024 bullshit happening last year. You know, I kept playing the sim, and you know, we're going past all the billboards and stuff, seeing the stupid politic crap all the time. I'm sick of politics being in simulator. I mean, and any video games. Like, seriously, politics don't belong in the simulator. That's it, or a video game. You know, we play video games to try to escape all that bullshit. You know. And, you know, we're playing American Truck and seeing that crap. That's one of the reasons why I started tweaking with it and, you know, started changing the billboards up. And, yeah, I've got a file now saved every time the mod does update. I just go in and just change it back to the way I want. And I update the billboards frequently, you know. Every month I'm changing billboards. And there's some that I keep that I like, so... the Magic 2-minute noodles one I got. And the Snickers bar one. You betcha.
WWE on Netflix.
Yeah, the Raw on Netflix, yeah. Got to keep that one on there. The WWE is very interesting at the moment. loving the European tour at the moment. They got, man, the European crowds are absolutely off their tits, I swear. They're really cool. I still think that Belgian crowd was the best one so far. Yeah, Matt was talking about other Dutch routes, actually. He was talking about Amsterdam. And he said he'd like to do Amsterdam and that. And, yeah, but then they said they had no plans for any other Dutch route at the moment. I thought, yeah, well, you haven't done any other French route, have you? And, you know, we've still only got one French route. So, yeah, I don't know. Will we see another Dutch route? If anything's got to go by, I'll probably lean towards no, but never say never. Never say never as well, Chris, with that. Don't know. My, like I said, my, one of my good mates, AJ, is planning to, you know, we've been planning to go to a Broncos game up at Suncorp for a while now. We're massive, you know, he's a massive Broncos supporter, like I'm a Broncos supporter as well. You know, we've had plans to go to a game, so like I said to him, I said, well, if, you know, we're going to go to a game, you know, if you wanted to, you know, I want to make it a weekend of it, you know, and go up early, you know, and if it's a Saturday game, it'll be good, or a Sunday game will be even better, you know, or a Saturday game would be perfect, you know, because I would hold back and stay a couple extra days, you know, so, like, we've got accommodations, so there's no worries there. But like I said, I want to hold back so I can do truck spotting and do some rail fanning, you know. So, yeah, don't rule it out. Like, I had somebody recently ask me if I'm ever going to go down to Victoria and do anything down there, you know. And like I said to him, I said, one day, you know. You never know. Like, the ambition is to do it, yeah. Yeah. I'd love to do it someday. That'd be great. I do believe this is the final station. This is the high level station. We haven't been to the high level station. We've been down that way to the low level station. The way that runs off actually reminds me of how it runs off next to Emirates Stadium, actually, on the East Coast main line. All right, there we go with the final trip of today's Choo Choo Tuesdays. And very nicely done indeed. All right, there we are. Okay. That's all we got time for this week's edition of Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 199. And that means only one thing. We are one episode. The next episode is the 200th episode. And it will be a very, very special one. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next episode of Train Sim World's Choo Choo Tuesdays will be our 200th episode. It's going to be an absolute blockbuster. I can't wait to bring it to you guys. We're going to be doing some of the best train routes in Train Sim World history on that episode. So, episode 200, ladies and gentlemen, will be coming to you next month. So yeah, do look forward to that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic in April, and it will be next Tuesday. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Next Tuesday, episode 200 of Choo Choo Tuesdays. Don't forget, tomorrow, Wednesday, the 26th of March 2025, we are live with the first ever Netherlands Train Sim World route. And we're going to be doing both of the trains. We're going to be doing a 3-hour special. Maybe a little bit more than 3 hours. We'll see, find out. But we're going to be with you guys live at the special time of... And don't forget, we could pull the trigger just before the starting times. Yeah, 5-10 minutes beforehand. Who knows? But we'll be live at 7 p.m. in Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart. That's New South Wales, ACT, Victoria and Tasmania. Queensland, we're going to be live at 6 p.m. and at 6:30 p.m. in South Australia and 4 p.m. in Western Australia. And 8 a.m. UK, 9 a.m. Central Europe, 4 a.m. Eastern States of the United States, and 1 a.m. West Coast USA, and 9 p.m. in New Zealand for our blockbuster midweek World of Trains episode 214 Dutch special. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to bring you the route. And I can't even pronounce this route, so I'm just calling it the Dutch route. So the Duchess of the Aussie Don will be taking you on the rails tomorrow for that blockbuster. I can't wait to bring it to you. I'm so pumped for this route. It's really, really cool. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Thanks for watching. My name is the Aussie Don 2023 Week 16 Loading Screenshot Contest winner, Deutsche Bahn Week. I won my contest with Lincoln Runstrucker, looking over the Commerland Station, the castles in the backdrop, and some trains on the rails. And we will see you on the rails tomorrow. Hooroo! Don't forget, before tomorrow's live stream, we will have the introduction tutorials for the new route that'll premiere on our channel, as well as new truck shots will be posted again tomorrow morning. And some more American Truck Simulator content also will be shown before